questions. Who wants to start? Up to you.
Dante, when we talk about Ty and, the records he's setting, have you seen him kind of grow as a player, as a person through 4 years here?
Man, we kind of came into the same situation. I talked to him. It was funny. Like, we always chalk it up about how far we came. Anytime when we're down and, after certain losses, like, look, bro, like, look how far and what we accomplished to even get here. The biggest jump for him is mentally, not having, just being behind Jay Sean Jones, Rock, Dean Misses, all those for those years, and waiting his turn, and to now coming into fruition of all the hard work. A lot of people didn't see all the hours of me coming in and seeing him on the tennis ball machine, the extra jugs, the extra routes, say, hey, let's do one-on-ones, let's do this, let's get lifts, let's do everything in our power to, lead and go out the right way, in which he's doing, as you see. So I just want to give my guy flowers to be on the Blitnikoff. And, we've given him so many nicknames because how many plays and things he's been doing. So I just want to give my brother flowers for all the things he'd be able to accomplish.
How much would you say this next game is magnified, given it's not just senior day, but you need to win two to get to a bowl game?
I think it's more magnified, definitely, that it's senior day. Us seniors, man, we've been through a lot and put a lot into this program. And, this year we haven't, been up to what we thought we would do. But we can still go out the right way and get bowl eligible. But we got to start with Iowa. You know what I'm saying? 2 one-game seasons is really big because it's the next one ahead of us. Kind of wash what we've been doing the past couple of weeks and try to get back on the right track of this thing.
Dante, Coach said that you guys watched the whole Rutgers game together as a group last night. What is that like as a group, and what sort of takeaways do you get coming out of that?
We go over each play, and offense and defense and special teams get to see people being accountable and, one, how close and, if it's – you think it's a good play, but you got 6 guys standing up saying, oh, I could have done this, I could have done better. It's that accountability. I was up a couple of times. It's like, even if the plays weren't near me, it's like, he's like, why are you standing up, Trader? It's like, oh, I could have did this and could have done this, and outcome of the game. Just that accountability. And, we're already tough on ourselves. So doing it in front of 120 guys is even more of like, dang, like, if he can do it, Locks can do it, coaches can do it. It was a whole, everybody was just holding it accountable for what they do. As you know, like, we don't just go and just not watch the stuff and not learn from it. So just everybody going up in front of everybody and showing that, hey, like, we're close, but we got a lot of things to work on each and every week because this game is not perfect, even though we preach to be perfect, you know what I'm saying? So.
Caleb Johnson leads the Big Ten in rushing. What makes him special? How does he compare to some of the other backs you guys have faced?
Yeah, he gets the accolades and the notoriety, but the front allows him to eat, and he'll probably say the same thing if you would ask him. But he's a great back, not to take away from anything, but the front allows him to get the yards and the extra things that he's getting. But he's a really special back, runs hard, runs behind his pads, good stature, confident back. So we got to be ready and have our P's and Q's. It's going to be a long game. We just have to go after him.
Yeah, about that offensive line, it's like they keep the corn industry, alive single-handedly. What's it like going up against some of those big boys?
They're going to come off the ball really hard. They know what they're good at. The coaches know what they're good at. A lot of movement up front because, they're going to line up and to show you they're going to run the ball at you 40, 50 times a game and tell you to stop it. That's what makes them special. Like, they band together and, they're all the same kind of stature and grit, so it's gonna be a fun competition.
Hey Dante, how do you balance, like, as a senior, you guys like you, Roman, Ty, the frustration of this last season, but also kind of wanting to appreciate what's happening in front of you and looking back on all the years you spent here? What's kind of the emotion mix there?
Like you just said, like, the balance is hard, man. We're really hard on ourselves, more than like we'll show and tell, because it's like we put a lot of it on us. We're young in certain areas and more places. Say, okay, if we're young here, I need to step up and make more plays and make less mistakes. And, going in that game in Rutgers, there was a couple things I was like, dang, like, I could have done this or done that, and it just sucks. Being here where we are right now and having to be in this position to be, like I said, desperate for them wins to get bowl eligible. But also still taking a step back and, hey, man, it's been a long career. We're trying to leave it better than what we came in the hands of, and just preach to the young guys, man. Like, however we finish, take the lessons. This program's gonna be better from this year. Like, success leaves clues, but failure does too. Because, like I said against Oregon, like I didn't think we'd be in this position. So, each week we try to change things and look how we can be better and held accountable. Like, especially for my room, who have inexperience, I try to take the blunt of the criticism and try to just coach every week and just, give them what, I think they need to go to be better the next year and the next year after that. Just, keep doing this. Like, look, guys, like, we're in this position, but you can always get out of it.
And then, for you as a player, just explain to me kind of the disillusion, I guess, with thinking that every year you're going to get better, every year you're going to have a statistically better season. Kind of talk about the path of development that happens for individual players and what differs between you and maybe like other teammates you've played with.
I would say these type of years, I was a part of rosters that, barely got the 6, barely got the 7 wins, and you learn a lot of things about yourself and about your teammates through those years. You kind of forge what to do and what not to do. So progression is not always uphill like people think it is. Like to get to those 3 bowl games is like that, and then now we're in this peak where we're kind of plateauing right now, but easily turn it around the next year and go right back up. So it's just, you always got to learn from the past, but don't settle in that. So you take whatever fails in success and just kind of note them and try to grow from every experience you've ever been through. And like I preached to the young guys. I said, don't feel like this, like how I felt going like this year. Y'all guys put a lot of effort and strain into this like I did, but, leave it better than what we did. Learn from our mistakes. Learn from me. Learn from what I did. Learn from what I said. Learn from everything I've told you. So it's kind of that and how you progress.
Hey, Dante. Iowa and Penn State, some of the best offenses in the Big Ten. What do you guys have to do differently on the defensive side of the ball to kind of make sure you pick up those last 2 wins for bowl eligibility?
I'm going to be real with you. Doing different is not – we just got to get 11 guys to do their job at, every given play. When, as you see the first couple drives, like we had a lot of high execution rate. And then as the game wore down, we lacked the execution and then focus. And, again, every week is being ourselves. Like, those offenses are great. We faced Oregon. We faced USC's. I have great offenses too. Like every team has a great back, great quarterback, great system around them. So each week is a different challenge in itself. Penn State's different from Iowa, but defensively we just gotta keep going on our standard and hold the standard longer to allow our offense to be complementary. Like we broke a couple times, but there's some times we're spotty. That spottiness is what we need to fix. If what I can do is, communicate more, help guys get more confidence, make those plays, and make more plays myself. Like, what I'm saying, don't have these quiet games. So I put a lot of it on myself defensively. Just like, hey, what can I done? Like, put it on me. I want to be the reason why, like, we can either push more or do more. So I would say that.
Dante, can you describe the level of pressure on you guys to win these last 2 games?
Level of pressure. It's more internal than anything because looking back at going from Terp time and the summer and the nicks and bangs that everybody has faced, it's just like we want it so bad, but every week we come out, it's just like, what Maryland team's going to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's being real. So it's just eternal pressure. Yeah, we got the external pressure of the fans. Like, y'all deserve us to come out and play to our ability and, want to support us. But we got to put the product on the field to everything so we could do that and have y'all support us like that, in that sense. But it's more internal. Coaches, players, we want it badly. And just because you want something, that doesn't mean you earn the right to do it. We got to go take these games and go do what we said we're going to do. So I would just say that.
Thanks, Dante.